In 1947, when the British left India, there was no clear line that demarcated India and the territory of Xinjiang and Tibet. A sort of ambiguity prevailed over large tracts of land, and nothing would possibly have mattered if in 1949 the Communist Party under Mao Zedong had not seized power in Peking. The formation of a People's Republic in China was followed with an avowed objective of awakening the dragon after a century of humiliation. In October 1950, 80,000 soldiers of the People's Liberation Army marched into Tibet and declared it to be a part of China. By 1951, the Chinese army were camped in Lhasa, and a treaty had been signed which proclaimed that Tibet was a national autonomous region to be ruled by a Chinese commission with the Dalai Lama as a figurehead ruler. And slowly, China began tightening its grip over Tibet, and resistance to its rule began to spread. By March 1959, the situation in Tibet had turned volatile. On March 10th, the PLA opened fire in the streets of Lhasa, and on 17th, it started firing mortars aimed at the Potala Palace. After hours of indecision, on the suggestions of his advisors, the Dalai Lama fled Lhasa, disguised as an ordinary Tibetan soldier. For the next 13 days, he and his small entourage fled towards India, pursued by the Chinese army. On 31st of March 1959, dressed in peasant's clothing, he crossed the Bomla from Tibet into Arunachal Pradesh and made his way to Tawang.
The decision leaving Lhasa night 17 March 1959 also is I carry mysterious ways of investigation. Then all indicated now right time to leave.
Two months and 6 days short of his 25th birthday, the Dalai Lama of Tibet had not just entered India, but also began his life in exile. Following him came thousands of his supporters, crossing the McMahon line that demarcated land between India and Tibet. When the Dalai Lama crossed over into India, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru granted him political asylum, and this was the final excuse that China needed to go to war.